Hi everyone, Kelt here. A couple of news outlets are saying that Meghan is moving to New York with the family. We know that she's always had her sights set on the White House, and is this just the next step because Hollywood didn't welcome her as she expected, although she and Harry blamed the lockdown and everything that went along with that? The truth is, it still would have happened. She wasn't going to be walking the red carpet, so this was the logical next step. New York, because it would be a good move for anyone going into politics. Let's face it, it's the one thing she's not tried yet. So also Harry said what Meghan wants, Meghan gets, and she wanted to be queen, but she couldn't get that, so president seems like the next best thing. Apparently they're looking for a quiet, family-friendly but flawless penthouse to accommodate their children. What children? That sounds like the right description, though. I can just imagine her requesting that. Some are saying that she will be eaten alive in New York, as they will not tolerate her grandiose sense of entitlement. Already it appears that the Friends are very thin on the ground nowadays. The papers are talking about Harry and wife's soured relationship with the Obamas, but has anyone noticed how all their high-profile friends have sort of disappeared from their lives? Oprah, Hillary Clinton, Harry's father figure, whose name I can't remember, the one in Hollywood, Marcus Anderson, Justin Trudeau and his wife, and also Jessica Mulroney. Whereas most of them previously spoke out in support of Pip and Squeak, nowadays nothing. Remember, Hillary Clinton was alleged to have flown over to Frogmore Cottage to cuddle Archie, but we saw no pictures. A person like Harry's wife would grab any opportunity to have a photo taken with someone of such position with her alleged child. We've never seen a photo of that unless she's saving them, but I doubt it. I doubt it even happened. Then we have her gate-crashing Michelle Obama's book signing event. That was a couple of years ago. It seems like the friendship was quite one-sided. Maybe Harry and Meghan regarded them then as friends. Seems like the friendship was quite one-sided. Maybe Harry and Meghan regarded them as friends, but did they? So the real reason that Pip and Squeak were not invited to Barack Obama's birthday bash was because, as I said before, if they're going to choose any royal, they would choose William and Catherine to be friends with because they cannot be friends with both. Also, it's said that they were irritated by Pip and Squeak copying what they do. Meghan is said to have stated that she had prior family commitments which prevented her from attending. It's being said that the truth was that she was not invited. Allegedly, she was desperate to be the special guest, and there were supposed to be about 300 to 400 people there with some big names, and obviously a big attraction for Harry and his wife. But the invite obviously got lost in the mail. How sad. These people appeared to speak out in defence of Meghan at various times over the past couple of years, but don't seem to want to associate with them nowadays. The one friend she could have kept, and should have kept, was her own father. Most of you know how I feel about that. And more news coming out, which, by the way, I believe to be absolute rubbish, which is how Harry and his wife are becoming very close with Prince William and Catherine. An expert says this in US News. I don't believe it. Maybe with William. Maybe Harry is communicating with William. I doubt that they're getting that close, but it's possible. But I don't believe that Meghan and Catherine are getting close. I don't think that it's possible for them to ever be close. And I don't think they should. I don't think I don't think Catherine should. I believe that if Catherine makes any moves, it would be just a gesture. She would be protecting herself for sure. So the Zoom calls between the couples are supposed to be informal, with Catherine cooking dinner in the kitchen and her husband making cups of tea as they chat with Harry and his wife across the pond. Well, I think that would be just as far as it would go. I don't see any trust there after what's happened, and I think that this new source is totally out of touch because they've said how thrilled everyone was to see how close William and Harry were on the day of the statue unveiling, but most of us could see that Harry was desperately trying to get close and William wasn't having any of it. He was just being professional and polite. So my guess is that this news has been put out there just to make it appear that there is some closeness there when there isn't. And it's not surprising really, because I've also learned that Charles has now banned them from the palace. Amazing, isn't it? Last week I put out a video talking about an undesirable having free reign in all the palaces back in the 80s, and now a Prince of the Realm is banned. Apparently, Clarence House has been closed throughout the summer. Other royal residences have been closed, but most of these places are opening up since the restrictions in the UK have eased. But I read now that the decision has been taken for Prince Charles's London home and Frogmore House, which is the house, incidentally, near Frogmore Cottage, which was where Harry and Meghan had their wedding reception, a much grander place than Frogmore Cottage, and the one that Meghan actually thought they were going to have. So imagine her surprise when she realised it was just the cottage. So this was where they were supposed to be living. So both of these places are remaining closed. It seems that the only way to look around these places now is by virtual tour online, which makes you wonder what's real and what's not real anymore. I hear also that the changing of the guards has come back. It was a very strange atmosphere when I last went there, and it just didn't seem like it always used to. Guards in uniform, but not the familiar red coats with the black bearskin hats. It just seemed very strange. But it seems now that they're back. So it's the familiar look for tourists, that's what they come to see. But things are far from normal. It's just so weird to see the blacked out windows in Buckingham Palace still. The last time I saw, they still had that sort of greenish stuff covering them. And various things going on. So regarding Pip and Squeak, what do you think? Do you think that there is any truth to the fact that they might be, or especially Meghan, getting closer to Catherine? Do you think that could be happening? Or do you think, like I do, that it's just, there's no way that she would open herself up to that? Let me have your thoughts and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Please subscribe. Ding my bell for more alerts, for more videos. Like if you liked it and share. Bye.